Matches, what time is it?
It's time for NOMS podcast, nerding out with Matches and Shannon.
That's right, the only podcast dedicated to get Shasta McNasty back on the television airwaves, right?
That's right, and also the film podcast discussing the films and reviews of Siskel and Ebert.
That's right, Siskel and Ebert, those great cherubs of moviedom who reviewed forever and forever are in our hearts. They had a review show, syndicated, played every weekend, and I feel like you and I were sort of raised on this review show, weren't we?
That's true. Yeah.
And tonight's movie is an epic. It is the 1992 Naughty Bits erotic thriller, Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct, I love it.
But wait, hang on. Isn't this a rerun? This is a rerun. We've done this before, haven't we?
It's a pod favorite, so.
It is. And why are we doing it? Because it's our 50th episode.
50th episode,
50th
anniversary
episode.
or whatever.
Woo!
It's actually our 1 year anniversary, too, when this
That's right.
airs, I think, maybe.
50 years of knobs. I can't believe that.
1 year of NOMS, 50 episodes.
Well, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully 50 more years. Who knows? If the producer will get a picture of us or a reel or something, we'll just, wow. Look at those two kids.
Look at those kids. They didn't know what they were into. They didn't know what they were getting into. They know they're getting hundreds of views per episode at some point. Like, hello, thank you, audience. We love you.
They were crossing over to a rainbow of delights. They look so young. They look
do.
so young.
We do.
Yeah. But now we've seen things.
All
and
right.
speaking of seeing things you can't ignore, Basic Instinct is tonight's film. We're going to give it another go. We're going to try to find some things in it that we didn't before. And I'll be honest with you, after rewatching it and restudying it, and I don't mean it like you think I do, like, pause.
Oh, God.
I mean, I have come up with a new perspective on it, and I've got whole new eyes watching it.
Really?
Yes, and hopefully not the eyes of my children. I had to go, pause, what? Who is that?
Well, I watched the unrated version this time just because I want a little flavor. And I don't know what was extra, but
Oh,
it was
okay.
good.
Well, we will talk about that in this review.
Okay.
We will talk about lots of things. First off, I want to hear your little plot sizzle reel. Give me the synopsis, baby.
All right. A violent police detective investigates a brutal murder that might involve a manipulative and seductive novelist.
Yes, of course, the seductive novelist played by Stephen King.
No.
Oh, my bad. Yes, that's right. The detective played by a guy who always played a good lead detective or a good lead person in the 80s and 90s
Sure,
and
yeah.
2000s. Mr. Michael Douglas. That's right.
Michael
Son
Douglas.
of Kirk.
Yeah.
And of course, Catherine Chamel, the manipulative, did she do it? Did she not? Seductress played by.
I forgot her name. God.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding me.
Sharon Stone. I'm just kidding.
She was Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife in Total Recall, which we've
She was.
also.
Yeah, she's really good at that too. Yeah, we've talked about that.
And it's funny because a lot of people who wanted her for that role did go, like, she was great in Total Recall. I think she'd be great as our lead, as our female lead. Yeah, this is a 1992, as I said, erotic of most erotic thrillers. Now, there had been some that had come before. Fatal Attraction, also starring Michael Douglas, which is ironic. Yeah. Sea of Love, Jagged Edge. There'd been a bunch of sexy thrillers. But this one, like, raised the bar. I would say raised the curtain, lowered the curtain.
It did. Yeah. This is a Skinamax classic. This is a...
Well, let's say Skinamax with a better plot and production values and acting.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
The hubbub about this movie, the controversy about this movie really overshadowed how good this movie is, how good the characters are and the story is, and how good Sharon Stone is, because she showed a little beef, like...
Which we'll get into. I'll tell you some fun facts. Was Sharon Stone aware of what lurked down under? Plus, we're going to find out how Michael Douglas might have almost ruined the movie.
Ooh.
Might. And we're going to talk about the unrated version. We're going to talk briefly about the sequel, which is terrible. I'm going to go ahead and say that right now, but we're going to talk about that a little. This movie is directed by Paul Verhoeven, written by Joe Esterhaus, who are no strangers to The Edge, if you will. Esterhaus wrote Flashdance and The Jagged Edge, a thriller with Jeff Bridges, I believe. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Basic Instinct, as you said, it's an erotic thriller about a novelist whose books mirror what's happening around her, and people just die around her. And is she doing it? Is she writing the movie as it goes? Is Is she? I don't know. That's a lot of questions for another podcast. No, I'm kidding. That's a lot of questions we're going to try to answer tonight because this movie, spoiler alert, has one of the most ambiguous endings, maybe to some people, to a lot of people. Over time, I have reevaluated it. I still think it's a great movie, but I really see it with different eyes
now. Oh, okay.
Yeah. More like this.
Yeah.
What do you think Siskel and Ebert are going to say? Like, I think I know.
Yeah, I mean, we've done this before a year ago, but it's been so long. We've slept since then.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they wanted to like it, but they didn't love it, so it was like a middling thumbs down.
I think they focus more on the controversy around it than liking it at all. So.
Do you think in time, like, they grew to be like, like with Jim Carrey, like, they changed their mind? Like, oh, this was...
Yeah, we'll never know. I don't know if they ever said anything about it, so...
No, I thought maybe they would have written something by the late 90s, but like, you know what? Basic Instinct wasn't as bad as we thought.
I doubt it. I doubt they're thinking about Basic Instinct that much.
Who wasn't? And then, like I said, this set the bar for, like, erotic thrillers, because, I mean... There's a lot of nudity, okay? There's a lot of sexy sex going on, so kids, put your parents to bed. No, this episode might get a little racy, so we're just going to warn you. We're going to try to keep it a hard PG-13, though, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry, kids.
So, yeah, we have you in mind. Hey, Noms loves the kids.
That's right.
So shall we go to the Siskel and Ebert reviews?
We shall.
We shouldn't do this game.
Why not?
Oh, it's my favorite line.
You're in over your head.
You don't say it.
Maybe. This is how I'll catch my killer.
Detective Michael Douglas is turned on by sexy suspected killer Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct, a new thriller that is one of 5 movies we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel and Ebert, including an Academy Award winner, a lost classic film that's been resurrected, and the newest film starring Anthony Hopkins. I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune.
And I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. Our first movie is named Basic Instinct, and this is a whodunit where it doesn't really pay to waste a lot of your time trying to figure out who did it, because the whole answer depends on one single arbitrary final shot, which I'm not going to give away.
Spoiler!
When you see the film, the final shot indicates that a certain character is the killer. But if they had left out that final shot, you'd probably think a different character was the murderer, because all of the evidence in this movie can be read in 2 different ways. The movie stars Michael Douglas as a troubled police detective who investigates a murder where the prime suspect is a novelist played by Sharon Stone, who has written a book describing exactly the kind of murder she's suspected of committing.
What's your new book about?
A detective. He falls for the wrong woman.
The Stone character is bisexual and uses her sexuality to intrigue the policemen who are cross-examining her.
Can we pause that real quick?
Right.
He said she's bisexual, which means she can speak 2 languages. Continue.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Engage in any sadomasochistic activity?
Nedry!
Exactly what did you have in mind, Mr. Corelli?
Even as the evidence against Stone seems to be piling up, Douglas falls more and more under her spell.
You won't learn anything I don't want you to know.
Yes, I will. And I'll nail you.
Nah.
Yay!
Yes! That's the line that makes me laugh so hard. And
It's
then I'll
good.
nail you.
But then he does it again afterwards. He says, well, I'm already in love with you, but I'll still nail you, or something like that.
Huh? He says that exact line?
Let me see.
That's...
And I'll nail you.
Nah.
Wait, what does he say?
Piling up, Douglas falls more and more under her spell.
You won't learn anything I don't want you to know.
Yes, I will. And I'll nail you.
Yeah, she says something about you're going to fall in love with me and something, and he says, I'm already in love with you, and I'll still nail you.
Nice.
That's
nice.
it.
Hey.
He walks away.
I told you I was going to nail you. Well, metaphorically. But it's funny because, like, okay, later in the podcast, remind me to bring up another line that is said 3 times that I didn't realize till now. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, in case you're wondering, Wayne Knight thought he was filming Jurassic Park. That's why he looks so sweaty and nervous. They were using footage from Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Even his
Nobody
sweat can act great. He's great.
Even his sweat is great. Of course, you know what he said as she turned around in that scene.
What did he say?
Hello, Jerry.
Oh, no.
And then Sharon Stone said, hello, Newman. Jerry!
Nah, you'll just fall in love with me.
I'm in love with you already.
A police psychologist complicates the situation. She's seen Douglas because he's in trouble with the department. Another complication, these two are having an affair.
Seduces people. She manipulates people. She'll do anything she
I
can.
thought you hardly knew her.
I know the type. I'm a psychologist.
That means you manipulate people too bad. You're a practicing psychologist. You're better at it than she is.
Basic Instinct has been protested against by various gay rights groups because all of the women in the film are either lesbians and or possible murderers and or both. They have a point. Leaving the controversy aside, Basic Instinct will be a disappointment to admirers of such movies as Jagged Edge, Sea of Love, and Fatal Attraction because the more you understand the plot, the more you realize how mechanically constructed it is. That last shot may have answered my questions, but it left me feeling cheated because it was absolutely arbitrary.
Oh, Roger, I can...
Oh, no, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, because I don't know what arbitrary means, Matches.
It does bring up an interesting point, though, about the old-time movies and, like, making people bisexual or gay or lesbian or something like that. They had to show them as a villain or they had to die a horrible death, and they couldn't just be outwardly that, they just it had to be coded. And so this is kind of like a tradition of that. And that's what he's talking about with people protesting the movie.
There are exceptions like Rocky Horror. Never mind. You're right.
Yeah,
okay.
He's still a bad guy.
Victor Victoria with Dame, Sound of Music. You're right. As he said that, I realized every single female character that has a line in the movie is either a murderer, suspected murderer, or because Roxy
is bisexual.
well, and here's the thing though. Roxy, her lover, apparently killed some of her family and tries to kill Michael Douglas. She's not very good at it. She dies, but spoiler alert. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm seeing it through maybe rose-colored 3D glasses. I'm not seeing them as only being that. I'm seeing them being that, but also being a killer and also being, you know what I mean? I'm not seeing like, oh, all the person of this, group is like this. I'm just saying that person in the movie is. But
and that's how I take things. But, other people have different plans, I guess. I don't know.
I get it. So Ebert doesn't love it. Siskel's going to save the day and pull us out of this rut.
Defeat this movie on more than just the last shot. I don't think that this movie is about anything. Fatal Attraction had a real sharp knowledge of how people were worried about casual sex and about extramarital affairs. This picture isn't about a damn thing except other than its hot sex scenes.
This is simply manipulation.
Absolutely.
It's mechanical. It's wind up. It's Tinker Toys. It's take this character and make you think this and make you think that, and at the end either throw in a shot and you think one thing, take the shot out, you think something else. It doesn't matter. Your emotions are not involved. You don't care who did it.
No, exactly right. Take out the sex scenes in Fatal Attraction, you still got a good movie, an interesting movie. Take out the sex scenes here, you got nothing.
Well said.
Wow.
I don't know. I disagree because, as I probably said on our first review, on our very first show of NOMS, catch it, catch the fever, I think I said something to the effect that they have to show it on TV. So if they have to show it on broadcast TV or cable TV, they have to cut the sex. And I disagree with him that there's nothing left once you take the sexiness or the literal
the sex scenes are done pretty well, like very well. They're very good sex scenes, I would say, for sex scenes. But
in our first review of it, you said that at the very beginning, even though we don't know, okay, so it starts off with an old has-been rock star named Johnny Boz, and he is wrestling with this lady, and they are just having a good time.
Yeah, she's flailing and doing all kinds of things that I
and he's
know.
like, whoa, hey, is the news on? Yeah, they're having a good time. They've also done a little cocaine, right before. They've done a little cocaine. Of course. And
respectable cocaine or whatever.
Respectable. Just a little sniffy brew, So you told me that Sharon Stone is playing the woman at the beginning. You said that's her, right?
That's her. Okay. But her hair's in her face. You're not supposed to know if it's her or Jean Triplehorn or Roxy or whatever.
Or Gus.
Yeah,
Could be Gus.
Could be Gus for all we know.
Could be Wayne Knight's character. You're going to arrest me for smoking. So,
we really liked Gus last year. And this time I was like, Gus was okay. I don't know.
Oh, really? Okay, we'll talk about Gus in a second. But what I'm saying is, you said that was Sharon Stone. So this is going to sound so perverted and terrible. But when you see Sharon Stone later and she's in the same birthday suit, it's the same body, so you're like, oh, well, that's got to be her. But you also see Jean Tripplehorn naked, and it's like, well, is that her? I don't know. And then part of me is like, why am I staring at that? I shouldn't be looking at that. Let's move on. You know what I mean?
looks amazing naked too. Like they all do. Like good
They're
for
all
them.
beautiful. Michael Douglas was in great shape. What was he, like 70 when this movie came out?
Something like that. He's older than we are now, I think. Something like that.
Yeah. I do want to talk about Gus, but first I want to talk about Michael Douglas's character. I got to be honest with you. I always saw him as a moral, outstanding, good guy cop. And now that I'm watching it again, he's horrible.
No,
he's almost like the bad guy. Yeah.
I was going to look up my synopsis. A violent police detective.
Yeah. I mean, First off, he was in narcotics and he was a little high on the cocaine and he accidentally killed 2 tourists.
Yeah.
So he's sleeping with the psychiatrist while he's on sort of a probationary period, who is supposed to be analyzing him and telling the other officers if he's fit to do his job.
Yeah.
So that's unethical on both their parts.
Oh yeah, okay? That's terrible. Yeah.
And then he gets into a sexual affair with the suspect, which is also frowned upon.
Like, immediately. Like, he's just like, hey, we are going to do it, lady.
And she's lady. Like, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Do it, lady. Shush.
That's right. Crunching the numbers.
We love you, Chit. But good times. But see, here's the thing. So Michael Douglas, he didn't like the fact that his character was like that. And because of all that happening, he wanted to change the ending. He went to Paul Verhoeven. Joe Esterhaus. Joe Esterhaus had left the project because he had other things to do, and they kept trying to change his script. They kept bringing in script doctors, and finally Paul Verhoeven said, and I believe the words were, all his changes were undramatic and stupid. So he had Esterhaus come back, and Esterhaus is credited as the main writer, even though there were a few touch-ups from other people. Oh. Michael Douglas almost changed the ending of the film. Spoiler alert, Michael Douglas lives, Catherine Tremont lives, Sharon Stone lives, but she's most likely the killer. He wanted it to end with him killing her, with him shooting her. You know, like either he caught her, or he was just like taking her out, because let me read you what he said. He was conflicted over how passive his character came across when dealing with her character. He would tell the director, now last time you said, no, but here's the thing, not from his point of view, he was saying she's one-upping me. And you said that last time. And I thought you were referring to she was stealing the film from him. But I think he meant that because she's one-upping him, he has to win in the end.
Yeah, he really wanted. It was a power move. It was the power dynamic behind the scenes.
And see, I don't think it was misogyny.
He needed to be. Well, if she's doing this, I'm not going to be her foil. I'm not going to be her. Whatever.
Right. Which he obviously is the clay. He's the putty that she's.
So a lot of his meddling behind the scenes to do that actually, I think, made a more interesting movie. Than if he was just kind of behind her every step of the way, I guess.
Well, I have a little bit more of what he said because I don't see it as misogyny. I see it as him seeing a character that's way too broken and beyond redemption, and he wanted to be a good guy at the end, which isn't a bad thing. But he says, I don't know if this guy was worth saving. I don't know if his soul was worth saving. That was a big problem with the movie. Paul never solved the problem that this guy is evil. He's an evil Mother Hubbard. He said that. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
There has to be someone who's good. You can't all be bad. That's the big problem. You know what I'm saying? He's an evil guy. Yeah. He's dark. He's a killer. So he thought evil with evil wasn't a bad match. So what you said, that the way he was fighting against that, it does work. But he's still a mess. He's still a kind of a piece of crap.
He is. Yeah, it gave him a more interesting character than just sitting back and taking it, I guess, is what they were kind of doing. And that power dynamic on screen is the same as it was kind of off screen, I think. And that kind of helped shape the movie, too.
They didn't get along great, am I
right? Not at the time, I don't think. No.
Well, it's funny. We talked about the famous scene in the interrogation room where she turns around and, too hot for TV. Now, there are conflicting stories, but Sharon Stone has claimed forever and in her autobiography that Verhoeven told her to take off her panties because he said the light was reflecting and he promised her nothing would be seen. So when she sees the finished film and she sees that you can see everything, she went up to Verhoeven and slapped him and left and immediately called her lawyers, but apparently was somehow okay with it later. But she claims to this day that she had no idea they were going to show.
Yeah, I wonder when they filmed the scene where she's like deliberately nude in front of Michael Douglas, or he can see her through the mirror or whatever. And then, when they're going to the station, she puts on her white dress over nothing, like she's wearing nothing.
But see, I think that's what it was. I think we're supposed to assume that they're seeing it, but then we all see it.
Yeah,
so.
I just don't believe she didn't know. Just the way that the scene is and looks, like she had to know that was happening, right? I don't know. I hope so. I'm not saying like I want it to be like some kind of sexual assault. I want it to be fair and balanced.
Well, speaking of those words that we don't really like at all, in the uncut version, which you said you saw, you said you didn't notice a whole lot of difference.
I couldn't remember. It's been a while. So,
well, the U.S. theatrical version cut out a little bit of the ice pick stabby at the beginning of Johnny Boss.
Okay.
You see it a lot more. Like I saw the unrated version on video on home video years ago because I wanted to see what was different. No, I did because I wanted to see what. Because I wanted to see what was different.
For science.
I'm an artiste, okay?
I'm just kidding.
It's for science.
I thought it was stuff like that, like extended scenes that were either nudity or gratuitous violence or something. Yeah.
It was more nudity, and the ice pick, from what I saw, went right through Johnny Boss's eye. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Also, it's more obvious that Michael Douglas, when he has a sex scene with Jean Tripplehorn, after they've interrogated her and he's kind of worked up, because Catherine Trammell knows everything about him that she shouldn't know.
Yeah.
She knows things about him because her next book's about a cop. So he goes to Jean Tripplehorn, and they're supposed to have just a normal night of making love, and he gets really rough with her. And in the uncut version, it is pretty obvious that there was an essay.
Very implied in the regular version. It is.
Yes.
It is just done in this version. Yeah.
It's very obvious. Yeah. It's very obvious.
My roommate was watching with me, and he's like, "Oh God, what are we watching?"
Oh, I know.
Like,
I know. Even as a kid,
sudden,
I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "You don't do that to a woman."
Yeah. Like that's that was pretty crazy, but different times, I guess.
Yeah. So
I did notice when she came into his apartment. I can't remember when it was. It was before the police captain gets found shot or whatever.
Yeah,
she comes to his apartment, and that's when I noticed the key she uses to come in was her Bart Simpson keychain. She dangles it around. I don't know if she does that in the original movie, or if they just kind of made it a little more obvious in this one, because I don't remember it from the original movie. We were kind of like confused about what the keychain was, but it was the key to his house. She was just going to give it
and
back
it was
to him.
It was the Bart Simpson keychain.
Yeah.
And to go to the ending when so let's talk about Gus real quick. Justice for Gus. You said you didn't love Gus as much this time.
He's great, but I don't know why I was so endeared to him last year. Like he's fine.
Because he's George Dzunza. George Dzunza is an American treasure. He was on seasons of Law and Order. I think he was there at the beginning.
He did not deserve what he got here. No.
He did not. He was the butcher in The Butcher's Wife with Demi Moore. Yeah. And George was like, okay, I call him George. That's his first name. We're good friends. Gus was like the voice of reason. He was the moral compass for Michael Douglas because Jean Tripplehorn should have been, and she was having an affair with her, and she was also paranoid. And Gus was just like, hey, Hoss, back it up, cowboy. Come on now. And Gus says the line, what are you going to do? You're going to F like minks, have some Rugrats, live happily ever after? And then later, in the middle of the movie, Michael Douglas says that to Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
And at the very end, he says it again. It said 3 times.
Oh, wow.
I didn't notice that, yeah.
Wait. Say it again.
Okay.
I'm trying to imagine
minks,
it. Yeah.
Raise some Rugrats, live happily ever after.
I don't even remember it once. Why am I like...
Really? See, I remember the ending, him saying that, because she leans over and she's like, I hate Rugrats. And he's like, okay, F like minks and live happily ever after. No Rugrats.
Oh,
when you think she's about to kill him.
Yeah. I guess I just missed that somehow. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this is the first time I've noticed it was said 3 times. I'm like, oh my gosh. Holy 1993, the first time I saw it on Showtime. Yeah. So, Gus is like his moral compass. And poor Gus gets killed in the big climactic scene. And remember, okay, here's the thing. So... everybody else that got killed, like the IA guy, Nilsson, played by the wonderful Daniel von Bargen, who, another Seinfeld character, he was George's boss for years.
Mm-hmm.
at some organization, and he was in that weird Scott Bakula movie, Lord of Illusions. And so anyway, he gets killed. So everyone who gets killed, you could explain that maybe it wasn't Catherine. That's why he's like, he's going after her, but he's starting to think it's Beth because she's manipulating him to think it's Beth because Beth had an obsession with Catherine in college.
Or the opposite way. We don't know.
Exactly. It's so ambiguous. There's so much questions.
Boom. I want to know what happened between them. I think it was more than just one time. I think it was a few times.
Right.
It looks like Catherine's been destroying her life ever since, or setting her up. Maybe she killed her husband.
Right. Yeah. She killed a professor at the university they were at together. Apparently, one of them dyed their hair to look like the other.
Yeah. And that one picture, Catherine does have blonde hair, and Beth does have the brown hair. So
come on, let's do it. You be Sharon Stone, I'll be Jean Tripplehorn in that picture. Okay. Go. Wait, which way? Which way am I looking? She's just staring at her in that picture.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
a stalker
straight ahead. Yeah. And she's like.
But the thing about Gus is, as towards the end, after Sharon Stone is just mess with his mind and just wreck his
Michael
body.
Douglas is obsessed with her too, so it's kind of
But he comes to her house at the end as the book is printing, and he sees it where his partner, the cop's partner, is getting killed. He finds his body, okay? And that's also ironically when Sharon Stone pretty much tells him, I'm done with you. The book's over. So, and
you're done.
He leaves. She leaves him hanging. So him and George go to this building where he's supposed to be meeting some source. And all of a sudden, Michael Douglas realizes partner, elevator, dead. So he runs up and he finds George's poor little body after he's been ice picked by a lady in a trench coat. And of course, this Jean Tripplehorn is standing there and she's got something in her pocket that looks like a gun. And Michael Douglas,
he says, don't do it, don't reach. And she keeps going, and he pops her a cap.
He kabooms her.
He kills
her. And why would she be pressing her keychain up against to look like? I don't.
Was she? It was in her pocket.
Yeah, you can see something protruding that could look like a gun barrel.
Oh, I guess, yeah. And so it was a Bart Simpson keychain. That's what happened. So,
real quick. Here's a fun fact. Jan de Bont, who known for directing Speed and Twister, was a cinematographer on this movie.
Really?
Yes. I want to talk real quick about Basic Instinct 2. Have you ever seen it?
I have not. Not really, no.
Do yourself a favor and don't. It is so... I've
seen a YouTube video on it once. But
that's enough. That's enough. This movie came out in 2006. I would say about 10 or 12 years after everyone wanted to see a Basic Instinct sequel. There was no reason for it. Of course, Michael Douglas isn't in it. She's in London, suspected of killing someone else, which she may or may not have. It's kind of ambiguous. And a psychiatrist played by the guy who played the governor on The Walking Dead is trying to analyze her. And there's a lot of mind games, but it's so boring. And by the time it's over, you're like, is it over? Thank goodness.
Wow.
It's so bad.
I had a friend that said recently that 2 was their favorite, and they didn't like 1 at all. And I was just like, what are you talking about?
Maybe if there hadn't been a Basic Instinct 1 and this would have been by itself,
Maybe.
I don't know. I will tell you this, though. The one good thing about this movie is Sharon Stone got the money she deserved. She only made, what is it, $500,000?
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah, she demanded she get $14 million whenever they filmed this movie. And this was like 5 or 6 years before they actually started putting it into motion. I will tell you this. The original concept was Benjamin Bratt was supposed to play a psychiatrist, and Sharon Stone did not want him to do it. Robert Downey Jr. turned the role down. The movie won Razzie Awards. Worst Picture, Worst Actress, Worst Sequel, Worst Screenplay. And Roger Ebert's review, he says, Roger Ebert's review is priceless. The Catherine Trammell character cannot be played well, but Sharon Stone can play it badly better than any other actress alive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and I have one more funny thing to say. Gus doesn't know who Johnny Boz is. And Michael Douglas says, before your time, cowboy.
Huh.
Gus is my father's age. George son just turned 80.
Wow.
How old is Johnny Boz? That is
I don't know.
I don't either. So, in reviewing this movie and the Siskel review, sorry I went over long. I just had some things I wanted to get out. Is there anything else you want to say about the movie before we wrap it up? Pull that ice pick out?
I'm good. No.
Okay. I really like this movie. I still do. I think it's a well-done erotic thriller maybe it's not for everybody, but it changed the game. There were so many copycats after this, just like there were so many copycats of Fatal Attraction. So I think it's good, and I am going to. But now that I've reevaluated it, I think I gave it 4 stars last time. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna give it just below 4, maybe 3.9. I'm gonna give it 3.9. Hello, Newmans. Out of 5. Hello, Jerry.
Oh, that paints a disturbing picture in my mind. But
you're welcome.
I think they were wrong about the review, so I'm going to give that a straight thumbs down. And I'm going to give the movie also a 3.9.
Nice.
I got to remember how to do this. Ice Pick Killers out of 5. I did it. I said 5.
You did it. I'm so proud of you. You counted. You counted. Yay. That's awesome. Well, that was NOMS 50th anniversary, 50 years, a celebration of Basic Instinct again.
Absolutely. I love it. It's a great movie.
I agree. And speaking of great, this next part's not going to be. What's this next part?
It's called Is It Over Yet, Shannon?
Is that going to be the name of the segment now?
It might be. I don't know. Something like that. We'll come up. We'll workshop it.
This is the part where Shannon sings a silly song, as Matt likes to say. So basically, I was inspired by this film to write a song. And then all of a sudden, stupid Tate McRae took my lyrics and turned it into a song. So I'm still in the back, Tate McRae. I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't really like Tater Tot McRae, but a lot of people do, and that's fine.
You do. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? Put a funky bass on in your brain. You ready? Here we go. Yo. R.I.P. Let's kill it. Ah! Do 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 do. All right, stop. Investigate the victim. Johnny Barnes got lucky that you killed him. Someone who likes getting naughty. Catherine's a suspect, but she acts for hardy. Will she ever stop? She's unfair. Doesn't help that she doesn't have underwear. To the police, she's saucy, dangerous minx. But Nick, but Nick, the cop, also likes the kinks. Beth. She's his court-ordered therapist, doesn't want him ending up on a blacklist, deadly. Captain weaves a sexy web, and everyone around them ends up dead. Love him and kill him is her way. Percept the keychain will blow you away. If there was a motive, yo, he'd see it. If he had a fantasy, yo, she'd be it. Ice pick baby.
Oh my.
Do 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 do. She used the ice pick baby. Do 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 do. Yo, Gus, peace out. We out. Word to your therapist.
Wow. That certainly was something.
If it was anything, it was something.
That's right.
I hope you enjoyed it.
It was good. Thank you.
Yay! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the 50th, one of our favorite parts. It's our 50th video movie corner pick of the week. We're going to nail you. Tell them what the video corner
The video movie corner pick of the week is a tongue twister because I knew Shannon couldn't say it very well, so that's why it's called that. I'm just kidding.
Rude.
We're going to take your hand down to the local video store, and we're going to pick you out a movie and tell you all about it, tell you whether you should watch it. Well, these are recommendations. So sometimes they're going to be, a little less recommended, but sometimes they're going to be more recommended. It's just, it's one of those things.
That's right. It is what it is. We're not trying to build a new escalator.
That's right.
Which, by the way, to quote the great Mitch Hedberg, when a escalator breaks, it becomes
stairs.
It can only be
Sorry
stairs.
for the convenience.
I get mad every time they close the escalator. I'm like, you can't walk up it.
That's hilarious.
Just unplug it.
Oh, man.
All right. Would you like to go first?
This week, I would like to go first.
Good. I'm going to go first.
A delightful movie this week that is on HBO, which reminds me, let's see, something just landed on Paramount. They just told me about it, and I didn't get to watch it. I'm sad.
It was a fly.
Oh, The Naked Gun is now on Paramount Plus. So if anyone has the new Naked Gun. Yeah.
Oh, the one with Liam Neeson.
Yes,
okay.
I knew it. Yeah. Okay. Which is exciting news. And also in other news, I got, just like it's the 90s, I got The Toxic Avenger, a novelization of the movie by Adam Cesar.
Whoa, it's the book?
Yes, it's the book. And this guy wrote Clown in the Cornfield and, stuff.
Which I hear has a pretty good movie adaptation, but go ahead.
Cool. Yeah. So, I saw him on Facebook, one of his page or something, or YouTube, and he said, pick it up. So I picked it up. I'm going to read the movie novelization. Yeah.
Nice.
Good times. Okay. All right. Well, I saw 2025's Friendship, starring Tim Robinson, Paul
haven't seen it
Rudd,
yet. Tell me
Kate
about
Mara. Craig, Tim Robinson is stuck in a dead marriage with Tammy, Mara, when she sets him up to hang out with their local celebrity weatherman and neighbor, Austin, Paul Rudd. Robinson plays the awkward weirdo so well, but it doesn't come off as cringe or too much. There are nuances to this character in the way Tim reacts to the world around him that I like very much. The trailer was a bit misleading. It's not at all the story of an obsessive bromance, but about the odd man gaining confidence and figuring out his own life around the people in his life that love each other, but not him. I loved watching Craig become the lone wolf he was always meant to be, laughing all the way. I highly recommend this unique dark comedy and surprising character study called Friendship.
Nice. So it's not the unhinged bromance thriller, not thriller, but dark comedy
there's a point of that, but it's over fairly quick, I guess. It's a great movie. Yeah, it surprised me with how good it was to the end, even the crazy climax. It was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, what I love about Paul Rudd is he could be in anything, and Tim Robinson is quickly becoming I don't know, I would say like the Bobcat Goldthwait, but with more of an artistic.
Yeah, he's really good. Yeah,
he's our weirdo, and we love him.
Yeah.
Nice. He's supposed to have a new show on HBO, The Chair Company.
Oh,
yes,
that sounds good.
Because when I talked to my new good friend Lou Diamond Phillips at Comic-Con, Arkansas this year, he was talking about how he plays his boss and he's excited for the show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
That's cool.
Should make you want to see it. Well, speaking of wanting to see it, my video movie pick of the week is a superhero sequel. Now, a lot of superhero sequels when they came out, especially number 2, they are instructed and supposed to be bigger and more expansive than the original. You put the toys out there and now you get to play with them. Well, this is a superhero sequel that does that, but also goes in different directions. Now, I'm talking about 2019's Spider-Man Far From Home, directed by, I'm sorry, let me look again because my brain is short-circuited. Directed by John Watts, who brought us the first one, Spider-Man Homecoming. This was the Marvel Studios version of Spider-Man. And this version of Spider-Man, the second movie, takes place after Avengers Endgame, when everyone, spoiler alert, has come back from a big snap, except for Tony Stark, Iron Man, his mentor who has died. So Peter Parker as Spider-Man must face a world without Iron Man. What to do next? Well, go on a European school trip with his school.
By the way, I think this is my favorite one, by the way.
I was going to say that too. I love No Way Home.
Yeah.
No Way Home has
the last
such good
half
fan
of No
service.
Way Home is perfect, but
I think all 3 movies are 4-star.
They're great.
I'll be honest with you. I love the first 2 Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Mans.
Yeah.
I love Amazing Spider-Man. I know a lot of people didn't. I love it. I
get it.
It's nice. Yeah. It's street level. Well, this
I think
Far From Home
and Gwen Stacy were the best. He and Gwen Stacy. They were great. They were just
okay.
Yeah.
Love for Garfield. But of course, Tom Holland playing Spider-Man and Zendaya playing, I would say, a more likable MJ than the first movie. In the first movie, me and Groot both were like, Groot leaned over to me in the movie. I don't like her, Daddy.
Really?
I was like, I know. I said, I think she's kind of rude, but I think she's supposed to be his girlfriend later.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Far From Home, they go on a European vacation, and he just wants to spend time with MJ, spend time with his friends, and enjoy life. Well, there are incidents that happen that do not make this possible. A person from another dimension named Mysterio is there to fight 4 Titans and stop them from destroying his world, and they had destroyed his own. Throw in Nick Fury. Throw in Maria. I forgot her last name. Gosh darn it, I'm going to lose my comic street cred. Colby Smulders.
Robin.
Maria Hill. Maria Hill. Throw in adventure. Throw in great costumes. Throw in some hilarious one-liners. JB Smoove and Bill from Freaks and Geeks. And you've got Spider-Man Far From Home, which I think, like you, is the best of the 3 new Spider-Man movies. Check it out on Disney+, Hulu, and my living room DVD player.
Hey, very good, Shannon. Thank you.
You're welcome. That was the
video.
After the podcast, Shannon went to the kitchen to go get him some Hot Pockets because he'd been starving. All of a sudden, he heard a scream, a crash, and a bang, and he went back into the podcast room. No! Oh, no! Oh, my partner! My partner is dead! Oh, who did this, Mini-Me? Who did this? Who is that? Who are you? Who is that?
It's me. It's just me.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Who called you? Who called you to this podcast room? Matches? Huh?
Oh, somebody told me to meet them here. I don't know.
Matches, what's in your pocket? Matches, don't move! Don't move! What was in his pocket? What was in his pocket? Oh, and he's dead. What have I done?
There's nothing wrong with Franklin. Oh, I got
I'm
Franklin.
gonna have to get a new podcast partner. Matches is dead. What have I done? This is horrible. It's like he's not there anymore. It's like I can't hear him, but I can in my heart.
Very badly wounded. I'm okay.
I can't believe he's dead. The podcast is over. I'm gonna have to do the rest of it myself. And scene. That was beautiful.
Still time.
There's still time. Don't worry. There's always time for NOMS and
See,
scene.
I lost my Bart Simpson keychain, but I gained a Franklin
You
clip.
gained a Franklin. I love it. I love it. Well, I have my Bart Simpson keychain, which I was supposed to have taken from your trench coat. But that was
have
fun.
Lucy.
Oh, yay! You know what? My wife couldn't figure out for the longest time why Rocket, when she was 2 years old, was saying, "I'll pound you."
Oh, it's from Charlie Brown.
Yes! And I was like, honey, that's Lucy. She's like, oh my gosh, I should have known.
Wow.
Because my wife says she's Lucy a lot. And I'm like, well, I mean, Lucy's fine. I'm definitely Charlie Brown. Well, that was Nom's 50th.
It was. I hope you liked it. If you want to, you can go ahead and like and subscribe. I'm serious. Please like this. Please subscribe to this. And please comment down below. Have you seen Basic Instinct? Do you want to see Basic Instinct? What do you think about Basic Instinct? That's what I want to know from you in the comments, okay? All
Yeah,
right.
or as I refer to it sometimes when I can't text, Basic Instinct.
That's right. And if you have a movie idea that we haven't done yet, go ahead and send it to us at nomspodcast at gmail.com. Thank you.
Yes, please do. Like and subscribe. Have a great time, guys. Thank you for watching, listening. Noms 50. 50 years. 50 years.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom.